today. We are going to do a yin class focused on the knees. So the knees are such an incredible and important joint in our body, and it is incredibly important that we pay attention to them and we support them. There is a thunderstorm going on here in Colorado, so if you guys hear some rumbling in the background, that's what that is. Chloe has a tendency to be afraid during thunderstorms, so if you see her kind of moving around in the video, she just needs a little bit of loving. So, today's class, as I said, is going to be focused on the knees, and I'm really excited to share this practice with you. It's been incredibly helpful for me, as I've had some knee issues throughout my life. This will be a shorter yin sequence, and it's really going to help promote healing and strengthening in the knee joint and promote some flexibility in the ankle and support these arches. So we'll start on our backs today. So we're going to start with one leg long and one under the body. If you need to use a blanket, you can elevate the hips slightly. But we'll start with the left knee tucked under here so you guys can see what's happening. And our right leg straight. And then we'll come on your backs. And you might have already been on your back, and you can just tuck this leg under. And if this is uncomfortable, which it might be, you can always come up to a seat and modify the post. Or if you really need to, you can bring a block onto these hips too and modify like that. But wherever you are, really coming in and settling into the pose here. And if you can do this, coming all the way down onto the back, I really recommend it. And like most yin classes, it can get a little intense on that knee. But really breathing deeply here. And as you're ready, we'll reach the arms up past the head with the palms facing the ceiling. Really breathing into the back body here. And breathing into that knee joint. Allowing those inhales and exhales to really open up the body and breathe into that left hip, the left quad, and that knee. Visualizing that breath coming in all the way down the front of that leg, the knee joint, across the shin to the ankle. And allow those exhales to really root you down into the earth. If the body is holding tension anywhere, and do your best to allow it to relax. Sensations that are arising. We're going to slide this right foot so that the sole of our foot is on the earth here. Feeling how this will intensify the pose here. That sensation might intensify as well. And doing your best not to polarize it as good or bad. Just be with what is. Be with what is arising within you. And if it really just feels too intense, feel free to straighten that right leg back out. Are continuing to breathe deeply. Jaw's not clenched, the forehead's not clenched. Just really letting go here. We're going to lift the right foot and then set that hip back down, and we're going to pull this right leg into the chest. Do your best to keep the left hip and the left knee grounded here. Breathing into that intensity that comes with this steady breath. Shoulders onto the earth if they've lifted. Beautiful. Take this left hand to this foot here and gently place this foot back onto the mat. Flex those toes back in towards the shin. Right leg long. And open this left knee to the left into a reclined tree pose here. You can open those arms out long or into those goddess or field goal arms here. And feel into that rebound that's taking place in that left hip and that left knee. And just let everything go here. Feel a broadening of the pelvis and a softening of your belly. Draw this left leg across the body here for a twist. Leg across the body here. And if you'd like, you can place a block under the knee to be a little more supported if that leg doesn't make contact with the earth here. Back a little and allow it it to fall over to the left a bit, that's absolutely fine. To the left, along here. We'll slowly bring this left leg back over. Place that left foot on the floor. Come to those forearms, bend both those knees. We'll roll over to the left as we make our way up to a seat here. Let's take this left ankle, cross it over the right thigh here. Lift that spine nice and long. And we'll gently extend forward here. Back. And breathe. And if you feel some pain in the thigh, and if you need to, you can set the foot on the inside of the leg here, which will allow for a deeper fold as there's not that compression taking place as the body meets the foot. If this left leg is still lifted, releasing it down. We're going to extend this left leg long and this right leg, just like we did on the other side. We're going to bring it over here to the right side, that heel sitting close to that sit bone. And we'll slowly lower down, finding a variation if you need. You can even put a bolster here behind the back, but making your way down. Palms up towards the sky. They can be at the sides or above the head. That sensation, because there is quite a bit of sensation in this pose. To help the body respond and even relax into this pose. Or I'd like you to bring them up over the head and extend them long, bringing that stretch through the whole body now. You're feeling. Pause, relax the face, the forehead. Surrender. We'll place that left foot on the earth. Lift that left hip, walk the tailbone down towards the end of your mat, setting it back down. Breathing here as this does intensify the pose, doing your best to keep that right knee on the earth. Hold our breath when poses become intense. Move freely. We did on the other side. Bring that left knee up and into the chest. Keep that right knee rooted on the mat. Breathe into this sensation. Exhales. See if you can find some place to soften in the body. Release. We're going to bring the hand to that right foot, lifting that leg back up. Let's flex those feet towards the shins here. Left leg long. Bring that right foot into the hip. Coming into that reclined tree here, supine. Leaning on the back. Extend those arms out long. Let everything go as we settle into this rebounding pose here. We'll begin to make our way into that twist. So bringing that right knee up. You need to shift the hips over to the right a little bit. As we bring this right knee across the body, again, you can place a block under the right knee if you need to. Rotating open into that twist here. Keep those shoulders rooted. back up, placing it on the earth. And bend both those knees as we make our way over to the right side, gently pressing our way up here. Seat. This time bringing that right foot on top of the thigh here. Inhale, lead with that heart and that extended spine as you fold forward. Other side, if you are feeling pain in this, you can set it on to the inside of the thigh here. Yep. We'll extend this right leg. We're going to bend this left knee. Bring the left leg back. And we're going to bend this right knee. And bring it to the knee here. This right foot to the left knee. Forward fold here. And if this is too intense for you, feel free to take some blocks and you can put them under the forearms here as we come into a forward fold. Quads, the knees, even the holding anywhere. Place and try to let it go. Slowly coming up here. I'm going to take this left foot to the outside of the right leg here. And we're going to walk this left foot back a little bit more. We'll take the right arm. We'll hug this left thigh here and we'll support the body with the left arm. Extending that spine tall as we come into a twist here. Making sure that that core is engaged. And both of these sit bones are really rooted, so we're not lifting up here onto the right with the left one lifted. Release. Center. You can gently unwrap those legs. We'll windshield wiper the knees. And just let them fall to the left and to the right. Other side. So we'll take this right leg back here as this left leg comes across the front. Bringing that foot to the knee here. Really extend that spine nice and tall as we make our way forward. Again, you can use these blocks or you can come down onto the earth if you have the space. It's right for you, your body, your practice. And that feeling piece is really key, especially as we hold these poses that can get intense pretty quickly. Really feeling into the body and making sure that you are not causing any harm to the body, while also recognizing that there is some intensity as we do intentionally bring some stress to the body and stress to the tissues and to these different joints. Stay steady with that breath. Here. Back up, and just like we did on the other side, we're going to bring this right foot and this right leg across the body. We'll bring this right knee, this right heel in a little bit. Lift that spine up tall as we wrap that left arm around the right thigh. That right arm comes back for support as we lift the spine up tall. We engage the core and we twist in here. Breath. Yeah. Unwind those legs. Feet are flat on the mat as we windshield wiper one more time to the left and to the right. Grab these blocks and we'll make our way down onto our back. And we'll use these blocks as a support in Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the blocks to the thighs or maybe a little bit wider. Bring the feet together, pulling them in towards the groin here. And allow those knees to fall out wide, resting here on those blocks. Come out to the side, palms facing up. Here. Allowing those hips to continue to open, or if you'd like to take traditional Shavasana, you can extend the legs out long and let the feet fall out to the sides. Whichever feels right for you. Steady breath as we slowly begin to deepen it and invite some movement to our fingers and our toes. And take those hands to the outside of those legs and close them like a book if you've had them open in Baddha Konasana. Hug those knees into the chest. Gently rock side to side. Massaging in the hips here. Find your way to either the left or right side. And as we make our way back up into a comfortable seat here, tall spine. Inhale those hands to the center of the heart and just take a moment and check in with your body here. How is it feeling after this practice together? Hands at a point of balance in front of the heart, bringing them up to bring that balance to your point of clarity at your third eye center. Lips, balance in your words, and balance in your truth. Heart, balance in your love, and balance in your heart.